Your boy King James.
It's your boy LB.
Where's Jam?
Cookie right
So
Pause. Man, don't be riding, man. Come on, man. Like, come on, dog.
here. Ain't no pause.
so today we gonna discuss what we discussing today.
Income taxes.
Damn, he went straight to the gusto.
Not just income taxes though.
Baby mama's an income tax.
Oh shit.
These baby mamas getting that money and don't want to give the baby daddy none of that dough.
What's up with that?
But
But them baby mamas take care of them year round.
and I do think it depends on if you actually taking care of the kid. Because if you ain't taking care of the kid, you might not deserve no money.
That's true.
What is
Agreed.
considered taking care of the kid?
Mm.
I mean, you know, buying clothes, shoes, being their supporters.
So do you actually think that a baby dad or even a estranged father, I ain't even gonna call him a baby dad, an estranged father or a dad that is there, do you think they should be able to claim the child on the taxes and not give the baby mom nothing or the estranged wife nothing?
I think they should. I honestly, in my opinion, I think they should alternate. And you get the kid 1 year, you keep your money. I get the kid the next year, I keep the money.
Why should they have to alternate though? They don't alternate that kid.
Because if both of them is taking care of the kid, though, then we just alternate every year claiming the kid.
Shouldn't the person that got primary custody claim the child? Because they primarily taking care of them.
But if I'm helping raise the kid,
Be fine raising.
like I'm there, I'm paying for stuff when the kid got stuff going on. I'm there to support that. I might not live in a house, but I'm there so much for the kid that you can't tell I don't live in a house.
Right.
Only reason why people know I don't live in a house is because we ain't together.
Right.
I mean, quite possible. But at the same time, that money is used to take care of the necessities of the kid. So technically, you not really providing the necessity of the kid. Like you buying some shoes, you might buy some outfits, you might do this here and there, but that money is used to take care of the gas, electric, water, school fees.
Mm-hmm.
So you getting all that money back at the end of the year that the mom basically paid out. So what make you think that a father that coming over on the weekends and taking him out to dinner should be entitled to claim that child and not get a mom nothing?
Hold on. If I may intervene real quick,
Go ahead.
you said that the nigga gets the money back at the end of the year. How?
No, I said the mom. So you claim that you take care of your kid all year long.
Okay.
So the government's way of giving you some of your money back is giving you the earned income child credit.
Okay.
So that's what they're getting back at the end of the year is the earned income child credit for taking care of your child all year long. So what I'm saying is why would a father that every once in a while you come and get him, you not there, you there, but you ain't there like 24/7 like the mom is there. So why would you be entitled to claim the child?
Okay, I got some.
Go ahead.
What about a mom that ain't working a 9 to 5 and she's getting government assistance and she still claims the kid?
Well, that's a little different because she technically ain't taking care of the child. The government taking care of the child.
So is she still entitled?
No, she should share. It should be on and off in that case because at that point, ain't neither one of them taking care of the child if they getting public assistance.
Well, what if the dad working a 9 to 5 or he's paying child support for the kid?
If he paying child support, maybe he should.
You
Because
see?
she's not paying nothing. If the government paying her rent and she getting public assistance, then she really ain't taking care of the child. The government taking care of the child.
But if to piggyback off of it, what if both parents are working, but the male's on child support, and that helps you pay for all of those expenses that you have? You're getting back all of your money.
Why y'all
plus-
feel like y'all attacking me? Because I'm
No,
older?
No, we're just
No,
speaking.
you're-
I feel like they attacking me.
Oh my goodness.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
No, I mean you're the one who started off with
Go ahead.
the defense
Feminist.
the defense attorney.
Feminist.
Exactly, for the feminine.
I'll keep it up. We'll just continue to have a debate about this.
That's perfect. I'm glad you're open about it.
I am.
Because you've been in, because technically you know, because you worked in this field with seeing it on both sides. So that's why we want to hear openly.
You know what? That is a fact, Byron. This is
Right.
a stem from your profession.
So you know openly on both sides on how it works.
You told them
So
all
So once again, I just wanted to ask, granted, like you said, the mother has the kids all year round. Predominantly, their money goes to her household with the kids being involved. She gets extra expenses. Let's say that the father is apart but does not live in the same household. Um, Money is being sent. Either it's child support or non-child support. You're getting money every month. Um, why is it not okay, or why should the father not be obligated every other year to be able to claim? Because at the end of the day, it's being taken out of the check, and 9 times out of 10, majority of fathers who do consistently pay their child support do extra.
Because you're not the primary custodian.
That's
And then you're not even, so you're paying child support. So most of the time, child support maybe $200-300 a month. In all actuality, how much does it take to take care of a child?
it doesn't cost that much as we really try to make it. Here's a belief.
It's expensive.
Correct me if I'm incorrect. And here's the solely belief from you.
And not only that, but not just the expensiveness as in the money aspect of
Yeah.
it, just the waking up in the morning with them, the cooking for them, the cleaning
That's
for them,
understandable.
to doing all that stuff. So $300 a month for a baby mom to take care of your kid, I think that's actually cheap.
So it's really not the money.
No, it's not
It's
the money. I
what
think when they say child support and they giving the women child support, I think it's not just the money as to what they doing. I think they kind of low key paying the moms,
for the
giving the moms
services that
for the
they're
things that they doing
right
for the
what
child.
they doing for
Nigga,
the
we are both parents. This is not a business decision.
It
because
is
that's how they really looking at it. That's crazy
parenting.
because you got her breaking it
It is
down
a
like
business
that.
No, it's
decision.
not.
It technically is a business decision.
If that's the case, then I'm not debating you. I'm debating the topic. If that's the case, we're still living in slavery.
Well,
Our kids are slaves.
well,
They're
let's
cash
ask.
cows.
Yeah.
I
A
think
lot of them parents are using them as cash cows. A
That's
lot of females use them as cash
so.
cows.
What's wrong with?
So what is it when a female be like, oh, I'm about to try to get pregnant by him because I see he got a prominent future.
I didn't want
So
to.
that's a
Okay,
cash
cool.
cow.
Okay, I understand that it's not okay still, but I guess it is because it's never going to stop. But if we allow that, why can't the man deem the child as a cash cow and reap some of those same benefits as well? Now, granted, like you just said, the woman has them all the time. I hate to be this person. You women know that.
Yeah, we do. They do.
All right, so you can't use that as a defense of why you, I can't reap a benefit every
right.
other
Yeah,
year.
we
Right.
know that. They know that, but in the same sense, it's like when you decide to have a baby with somebody, it's not kind of like you feel like, oh well, I'm having a baby with this person so we can be separated. You having a baby with this person, granted, and you hoping to be with this person, and
Right.
y'all both be in the same
Right.
household.
Right.
So if y'all happen to split up, yeah, I'm the primary child care provider, so therefore I'm getting the child support. I'm getting up with this child every day. I'm taking him to school. I'm going to parent teacher conferences. I'm going to basketball practice. I'm doing all this stuff with the kids while you over there. I ain't being funny. You over there at the studio.
But that's the way it was set up. It's not like we have a choice.
Why you gritting your teeth at me though? No, I'm just playing.
Okay, but I'm dead. No, I'm dead
No,
serious. It's
yeah,
like
I know, but
society has made it to the point where it's that way now.
yeah, they don't
People
even.
get control. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't need you.
They've been doing that since the beginning of time. When Section 8 and those things came into play,
Exactly.
especially into the black neighborhoods, one of the things was they wanted the black man out of the home, which made it so much easier. You come to the house, you see the black man there. They back then they used to go through your closet to see if it was a man in the house.
Right.
And if it was a
Right.
man in the house, then you got to get this baby daddy out of this house, or you gonna lose your Section 8.
Right.
So 9 times out of 10, it was like the daddy was making what, $1, $2 an hour back then, so they couldn't afford to take care of the child. So it's like, okay, well,
Take that
you
risk.
go ahead and
Yeah.
get on out.
See, here's where my brain wires in. If if we know, and that's why I used to say all the time, it's a control thing. If we know that that was implemented for the division, why does one party still decide to say, well, hey, like you said, you get all this free time being in the studio, my nigga, y'all been riding with a system that made it that easy for me to be able to put all my time into the studio. Deep down inside, I have to try to make this fucking money to be able to provide, because why? If I don't achieve what I'm trying to do, I'm a bum ass dude who
I'm gonna
can't
lose.
That's
who
true.
can't provide for
And that's what
y'all,
they're
which
gonna
is the
say.
reason why I'm on child support, because I can't provide for you the way you think I should provide for you.
Yeah.
That also carries on to, I don't think it costs as much as people think it costs to raise a child. It's what I was getting ready to say is our adult wants for that child makes it expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
The child don't want all of that shit. They
They
might see it,
don't.
and then it goes away. We want them to have it, and that's why it costs
Because
so
it goes
much.
back to that age old thing, is I want my kids to have better than I had. So at that point, you try to work harder. If it is going after the dad for child support, as a mom, you're gonna go after dad for child support. Like, I want my kids to have better. I want them to have more. Even if you like use Section 8, use a SNAP, use TANF. I want my kids to have better by any means necessary. And that's just how a lot of women's mentality is.
But I think the real issue is this. We got to ask, how many women, if your baby dad want to be in the child life and he is in the child life, but he live over here, but y'all say y'all both got cars. This is the problem I think that's stemming in the world beyond child support is when I look at it is because if we both got transportation, I know what school the kid go to, you know what school the kid go to. The kid don't always have to live with the mom 24/7. You can take the kid for a week. The kid can go to school from your house, and then I can get the kid the next week. The kid can go to school from my
Right.
house.
But you
It's
allowed
still
to do that.
visitation.
Right.
But the thing about it is most men don't go for that kind of custody.
But
That's a
most
fact.
women
They-
ain't gonna even let that happen.
Yeah, but the thing about it is when you going after them, you going for them for child support. There's always an option to have joint custody where you can have that option to take your kid to school where
But
you don't get caught up in a
and
child
that
support.
but that
Unless
goes
it's
to a
equally.
whole nother court though.
Yeah, it does go to a whole nother court, but at that point, there you go. You wipe away child support on her end and your end, and both of y'all
Everybody can't
co-parent.
afford that too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it does
And
get
that's where you
pricey.
and that's where you
It
go
does
to.
get
Everybody
pricey.
can't afford it.
It
So
does get
Everybody
pricey.
can't
But we
afford it
don't.
as taking care of the kid, or everybody can't afford to go to court to
Be
that
honest
higher
with you.
means of
Be
court.
honest with you. I'm gonna tell you both, and if I may, real quick, say why both. Because you can the legal system that shit gets costly. But the reason why I say both is because if you got to pay for that, but then turn around and pay for the kids when they're getting all of the benefits and that shit's coming out of your pocket on top of what you're paying out every month, it's
But the
not
thing about
fair.
it is, when you go to court and you get that joint custody paper, if she is getting stamps and things like that for her, you actually entitled to them.
Yeah, but y'all missing the point of what I'm saying. Because see, the thing is, which is good. The point I'm making is,
Well, we always like, well, what you saying?
hold on. The
Go ahead.
reason
Go
why I
ahead.
say that is because listening to y'all and what y'all just said versus what I just said, I think the households now today is conditioned to think the only way we can get something accomplished, we got to go to court. Because what I said was, why can't the mom take the kid one week and then I take the kid the next week? The kid's still getting to school, and then both of y'all said, well,
'Cause
why it's gonna cost a lot? It don't
Because
cost a
not
lot
no,
for us to
because
come to a decision
Let me
because
to
not
Despite the
do
court.
that.
let me answer.
Because we ain't gotta go to court
I'm
to
gonna,
come
I'm
to
gonna tell
that
you.
decision.
Let me tell you why. If you believe that we deterred from your main point, this is why she brought up the courts.
bitterness.
I'm not gonna. That's cool.
But that don't.
Hold, please.
Man, begging.
Thank you. I'm super begging. When you try to go to that school, if you're already into that system, that school will alert you and let you know you cannot be there without the permission. So if
They
that
do.
bitterness
Okay.
kicks
They
in,
do.
there
They
is
do.
nothing you can do, my man.
They do. I've worked at a program, and the dad actually came in to pick up the kid, and I knew the dad. You knew him too. He actually one of your good friends.
But this is the bad
And
thing.
the mom said he cannot get this kid whatsoever. The little boy was sitting there crying because I had to tell his dad to get out. You can't take him.
But this is the thing. If we sit at the table as parents to this kid and we make this agreement, you won't be able to call the school and tell the school I can't come and get my kid.
That's
Cause
not
hold on, cause I'm going on the paperwork too. as the father.
Yeah.
When we go sign the kid up, we going together.
And
You're
the
not
mom
going by
and the
yourself
mom
to
can go in
dictate
there
that.
and take you
That,
right off of the
I'm about to say
paperwork.
that's
You
how,
can sign them up
yeah.
at the beginning of the year.
That's
You
how
can
it
go in there
start out.
together, and
That's
the
how it
mom
could
can go
start
in there
out.
at any
But
point
it
and
don't
take them
end like
off.
that.
It don't
You
matter.
So
have,
then,
Agree.
so then,
you have to go through the court system because as soon as the mom get bitter with you, your rights is gone as a father.
It's
so
gone.
then it, so then it really ain't the woman that's doing this. It's the
The
system
system.
That allows her.
that's
No.
giving the woman the power.
Then hold on. Then you just said last week or Wednesday about mistakes and people being accountable. Don't blame the system for them
It
exercising.
is the system.
No, the system gave them the chance. Yes, the same. All right, bet. I'm glad you just said that. Bet. The system gives my fellow peers the opportunity not to be out in the street, but people still choose
Right.
to be out in the streets. They gave you a chance to get out. They gave you a chance to not use them and put this man on child support, but you still decided to do it. That was your decision. Yes, they gave you the opportunity, same way they give us the opportunity to make millions of dollars. We fuck around and still don't do it, or we do. It's the same scenario with that. They could either say yes or no. They decide to accept that shit at the moment and throw us to the fucking wolves because it's for the kids.
Right. But I'm still saying it still becomes the system because if I go in there and they say, hey, you seen us come in here together as parents to the kid. You seen her sign her name on the thing. I sign my name on the kid's forms for people that's able to come and pick this kid up. At the end of the day, the reason why I say it's the system because if the woman come in there and say, if the mom come in there and say, hey, take the dad off, she shouldn't be allowed to just take the dad off without us signing in. Because if we sign the kid up together, we need to come back and then they need to call and say, hey,
Both of us.
do you agree with her taking you off of being able to pick? No, I don't agree because I'm the parent too. But if the school still says that the female can come in there and just say, hey, take him off, because I guarantee the reason why I say it's a system, because if they let the female do that, I guarantee they won't let the dad just come in there and say, take the mom off. They're not going to do that. They're going to say, well, we got to contact her and see if this is okay, if she want to be taken off. But you shouldn't just be able just to go in there and say, take the dad off. So then it's the system. It's not
Right.
it's not rather it really don't have nothing to do with the bitterness of a woman or the bitterness of a man. It's just this, but I'm saying I know it's bitter to do that, but I'm saying it's the system in the end which allows that to be done like that.
Right. So that's when we go back to the courts.
Okay, now I'm gonna go in depth in the situation because this is.
Hold on before you start.
Okay, go ahead.
The courts too also, from what I've seen and what I went through, friends that went and fought for joint custody. Joint custody still ain't even joint custody.
Nope.
Because if you get the kid for the week and then you say I get the kid on the weekend, that ain't joint custody. Joint custody is shared. To me, joint custody should be equal shared time.
It is.
You get them this
It
week,
can be.
I get them that week. But most of the people that I know, joint custody ain't shared time. It's
Because that's
the
how
woman
they-
getting the kid
that's how
200
they-
days,
that's
and I'm
because
only
that's
getting
how
the
they
kid
got it-
100
That's
days.
because that's how they got it set up.
Right.
But joint custody can be 3.5 days and 3.5 days. It can be that, but most of the time, most of them settle with that so the kid can keep their normal routine during school days.
That's a fact.
You will keep your normal
No, you
routine.
won't.
No.
No, you
And
Why
then-
ain't you?
Because
Because you're
most of
gonna
the time,
go.
if they
You
in
gonna go to
different-
the same
if they in
school from
different
my
school,
house.
if they in different school districts, the dad could live in a different school district. The dad could work a daytime job, not be able to take the kid to school.
It's all that.
all that kind of stuff goes
Household
into
settings,
it.
all of that
They
plays
try
a
to
part.
keep it as normal as possible. So,
Right.
but if the dad lived next door to the mom
That's
and
a
the mom
different
lived
ball
there,
game.
then it was
That's
like, okay,
different.
then you getting 3.5. You got
That's
3.5.
different.
So
That's all-
it's
yeah.
basically on the dynamics of his home and her home as to
You
how
know
much
what?
custody you can get.
If the system would do that, that would be fucking dope. Look, if all right, we got.
I had a friend, not to cut you off. I'm sorry. Well, I did cut you off because I did cut you off. So I guess I meant to do it.
Understood.
So I had a friend and he lived here and his girl lived here.
Hey,
And
y'all gonna quit? Hold on. Y'all gonna quit trying to attack me?
And
Talking
she was
about,
sick.
I guess I meant to do.
So and then she decided that she wanted to move out of state. They had joint custody, so she decided she wanted to move out of state. So she was packing up, getting ready to move. he called into the police like, hey, we got joint custody. She can't move without my say
Oh
so.
shit.
Right.
So literally they came and stopped her and issued her a stay order until they finished out court, and she actually had to go and try to get his permission to even
Yo.
leave the state with her kids.
No, you can't leave the state.
Yeah, she couldn't leave.
If
And
we got joint
I say that
custody,
to
you
say
can't leave the
joint
state.
custody do work.
It work in the regard once you get it.
Did bro have
I'm
a
not
bag
saying it don't
to
work.
be able to afford to fight against that
No,
though?
legal aid.
Bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say this because now this was a personal issue. I went through child support court. Now this was with two of my kids, and then I went through another court for visitation rights. With visitation rights, where it was a place to meet, half the time I wasn't even getting them at that time. So I called the cop, and I was writing off saying like this the time I'm supposed to get them, and I wasn't getting them.
That's right.
So a friend of mine, he was going through a divorce and he went through a legal aid. So I asked the lady at the legal aid, I'm like, look, I got the sign from this officer saying that I'm supposed to get my kids because I'm supposed to get them half of holidays on every other weekend, the summers and this and that. And she was like, oh, that's just in black and white, but it's still a yeah or nay on her end,
On the mom.
unless you take her back to court.
Yeah.
And I said, so
Yeah.
that means I miss work again.
Yeah.
That means I got to pay my lawyer again.
Yeah.
So
You
I
got.
went through all this for nothing.
You have to go before the judge. Like if they start doing stuff and deterring away from the agreement that was set, you always got to go back in front of the judge and show the judge that she ain't following what she's supposed to do.
Right.
You know what's wild, to piggyback off of both of y'all? I wonder if being in front of the judge matters. Reason why, I know some peers, so also I just want to get that clarified that when I speak, it's not from always personal issues. So it's a group of collective information that are from peers, and they have custody. The mother gets visitation in a certain area that's not our predominant city of Columbus. So the cops were called for the kids to be retrieved. The cops seen the order.
She didn't bring them back on time.
She wouldn't even open the door.
Oh wow.
The cops did nothing.
Wow.
And the man has solely custody of both of those kids. The cops did nothing. That led to, oh, this is why I always say that controlling issue with certain, not all, some. They see, oh shit, I got this army behind me. Fuck you. I can do this every time. But that led to him having custody, him losing his job, catching a DV case.
Oh wow.
Because of another incident with the same situation, because the person thinks I'm invincible. I am the mother at the end of the day. And here's why I think the government thinks that.
But hold on, he got sole custody.
Yes. Here's why I think the
Wow.
government thinks, and maybe they're right, because women have a certain affection where they really will deal with anything for their kids. They'll accept anything from their kids. Some women don't, but predominantly majority of them do. Us men, we are stern. We stick to what the hell we say. You don't do it. There's a discipline. It might not be a physical discipline. It may be a mental, verbal, but there's discipline. Women don't always act like that. They bend, and I think the government thinks that that's more better for the kids, maybe for their agenda. I don't know, but I think that's why they allow them to have all of the control to have an exact word, is because they will bend for the kids more than we will. I think they will really sacrifice their lives before we will.
Well, they will.
And
I
I
agree with you on that.
and I think that's why the government aids,
And backs them the way.
and they know that shit. Now, do I think them having all of that control is troublesome? Fuck yes. Because and me being emotional at times, I could say they're emotional. And now that emotion gets me in fucking trouble, so I know it gets them in trouble. So, do I think that that's an issue of them always having control over the kids' future? Yes. but I see. I guess my brain has accepted or understood why the government gives them so much say so when it comes to them kids.
But I think the reason why that happened, honestly, I think it's a I think it's a money and power thing. Because and the reason why I say that is because you notice these stars, they don't go through that stuff. If they got money,
Mm.
they don't go through that. It's like a lot of they shit get handled outside of court because they don't want people in their business.
And don't get broadcast.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
But it's like even if I'm married to you and I'm the star and you famous, it's like then it come down to which one of us got the bigger notoriety
Right.
on what's gonna happen. Cause you see, that's one thing about rich people. They'll tell you if you ain't got the money to fight this out with them, they'll tell you my money will outlast your money any day when it comes to this
With
court.
that Johnny Depp situation, if that
Yeah.
was a regular
Hey,
nigga,
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
he would have got caught up.
Done.
Yeah.
that and
Yeah.
the fact that he was recording it, you
Yeah.
know, that let you know.
And the bad thing about
Did
it,
Terrence Howard have the same thing where he had to record his girl too?
I think, yep.
He recorded his girl talking
But
to
the
him.
but the bad thing about it, even in the court, the girl brung that up in the Johnny Depp case. She brung that up that he got more money and he got more fame than me. So she already knew what the game was about.
Right.
But not only that, it shouldn't have to be that if a woman called the police and say this man hit me, she ain't even got to really have no bruises on. But if she say he hit me, you going to jail.
No questions
But
asked.
for the dude, if the dude call and say she hit me, I done seen even on the show Cops where it's been domestic violence calls and the cop get there and it's the dude that called and then the cop pulled the dude to the side like, you really want to put her in jail?
Man,
I mean, women do get away
Listen,
with it.
listen, I had it firsthand, so I know
Like
exactly.
even like when the teachers,
I
like
know
the women
exactly
teachers
how that
have
happened.
sex with a kid, the women teachers don't even get that much time.
They barely even really get
Yeah.
charged.
And then the
We
man,
ain't
and then the
saying
man, and then the man having sex with one of the young girls.
going
He
down,
going down.
right.
He going under.
20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And then the worst display of that was
not,
with the
not the men ain't not the men kid. The kids ain't saying nothing if they're a boy.
was with
We
the
ain't
one
saying
teacher
nothing.
when the teacher said,
She was too pretty to
yeah,
go to
she
jail.
go to court and say, hey, I can't go to jail. I'm too
I'm too
pretty.
pretty.
And then the judge
And
agreed
the judge
with her.
agreed.
It just gave her house arrest.
Yeah.
And then put her in jail.
Then put her in jail, gave her house
Yeah.
arrest.
Yo, my man, I love being a man, but damn, what man?
It's crazy. So I think
Some motherfuckers get away with
real.
anything.
I think y'all right with when it comes to how much power women got. But
Bro, hold on real quick, because even still, this is when my brain just clicked. Damn, what if that judge was right? Because if that was a dude, the judge would understand that, well, she sacrificed, this is some weird shit to say, she sacrificed her adultness for that child. That's not might have been what the judge was thinking, but it's a sacrifice. You know what I mean? That child may be confident because he was smashing a badass teacher. You know what I mean? No, but still, if it was a, you see what I'm saying? But if it even still him letting her go, she makes moves